I'm 16 years old. I want people to know that Dr. Grant is a very great man, and he saves lives and does it for joy, for happiness of people. I was working out with my father, like, you know, getting ready for the next football season, and I started having bad headaches, like they just weren't going away. Tylenol wasn't working, and I started getting neck pain. I literally couldn't move my neck, and we thought it was like a bulging disc or like a herniated disc or something, and we just didn't think anything of it. I had eye problems. I started getting double vision and started throwing up, and then we just weren't putting everything together. So we went to, I started going to physical therapy, and it would work for maybe 5 minutes. I could move my neck and then just go back to the same way it was. We ended up going to the neurologist, and the second she saw me, she looked in my eyes and knew there was something wrong. And I mean, my balance was off and everything. And next thing I know, I was going for an MRI. My tumor was in the pineal gland, and it was about a year ago.
That night that we first found out, as a family, we were all in shock, obviously. But when we met Dr. Grant and we found the story of Dr. Grant and what happened, he just put our mind at ease. When this happens, you always want the best. You want the best for your son, you want the best for your family, and the best that you could do. And we did look. We looked around afterwards because we didn't know what to expect. And I got to say, with everything that happened for a reason, we're so happy that we were fortunate enough to be right in the backyard, close to Winthrop, you know, close to doing the radiation in Winthrop, close to doing the chemotherapy, and obviously close to having, you know, the neurosurgeon 20 minutes away if we had to. And that was so important for us, and being able to come right here and meet with Dr. Grant instead of driving into the city and, you know, driving wherever.
Trying to get back to my old self, yeah, it took about a year.
With all that was going on, Dr. Grant actually gave us, I had Dr. Grant's cell phone number, and I was able to get in touch with him, and he answered me back every time, and, you know, it was something to have your son's neurosurgeon on speed dial. Later on, after the chemo, after the surgeries were over, Nick was going out to throw the first pitch down in Central Florida.
We were warming up in the beginning. I was throwing completely over their head. I was like, oh my God, this can't go any worse. And then, I was a little nervous going up to the mound, but I just went up. I wound it up or wound up, whatever, and I just threw it, and it was a perfect strike, and I just felt great after that. So, sports, I don't know, they just helped me get through school. It's just easier to help me get through school. After a while, after you play sports for a while, you start to miss them when you can't play.
People ask all the time about Nick, about the experience, about everything. How did you go through it? And I mentioned that, you know, thank God that Dr. Grant was available.
It was a life lesson. Seriously, he just, I felt like, I don't know, I just wanted to be like him and just want to save people's lives like him. My life has changed because I'm happy to still be alive and the man I am because of all the stuff that I went through. And I feel like it's a sign for my future.